she is not lying. That is Haidumi. She's an up-and-coming men's rights advocate that I have actually signed. I have her back 100%, and that's exactly what happened. She exposed a woman for lying about false allegations, and instead of her being rewarded for calling out other women, especially heinous ones, her account got banned. So, what I'm going to need you guys to do is follow her right now, because we need to set the standard, right? It's the same way that these people that expose pedophiles are always getting banned, but not the pedophiles. The women who make false allegations never have any consequences, no. But the people who call them out, we get the consequences. We get banned. We get called misogynistic, anti-girls girl. No. We're going to come together right now, and we're going to tell the rest of society that we don't fucking accept this. And a woman who stands up against false allegations is a friend of ours. Am I right or am I right?
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
Really?
You're being recorded. What's up? I'm here to do my job. This is feller.
You are in the way, sir.
I'm in the way.
Sir?
I'm delivering gasoline, man.
You're being recorded, you fucking cunt.
I'm here to deliver my load. What's going on?
That's what she said. All right, let's continue.
Oh, David! We have to go! I want to go see my godkids! This is bullshit!
So you could have just gone out the other way? I was wondering that about this video. I was like, most gas stations have like 2 entrances. You know what? You know who I feel bad for in this video is David. The way she was yelling at David, she definitely abuses David at the house. David gets beat at the house for sure. For sure. David, if you need help, just, reach out to the internet. We got you, bro. Either that or grow some balls. Talk back or something, man. You can't just take that shit. Pobrecito David.
You want to know why men over 40 don't date? I'll tell you why. It's because society raised women to commit to careers, shopping, and hot girl summers, not husbands. And now the men who were once ignored, rejected, and overlooked are watching rebellion backfire and choosing peace over problems. Let's get one thing straight. This ain't about men being better. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men protecting their peace, and men finally realizing what marriage really costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for order, purpose, or submission. And if you're one of those women ready to say, well, maybe he just can't handle a strong woman, sit tight. Because the truth is, he didn't lose interest in you. He gained clarity. The first reason, here's the part women can't stand. Men are realizing their peace is more valuable than your presence. I'm going to say that again. Men are realizing their peace is more valuable than your presence. So why invite chaos into a house that's already quiet, clean, and under control? A man with structure doesn't chase drama just because he's lonely. He protects his peace like it's gold.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful, I'm rich, I can fight. If you can't be with my peace, you can be with the door. Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours? Sick of men telling me, oh, well, you hardcore. Yes, I am. Well, I am the table.
Yeah, she's saying all the wrong things, and it's apparent why you single. The question that she answered at the beginning, she don't understand why she's single. You just explain why you single.
Everything was a role of a man. A man is masculine. A man is a provider. She said, I got money. That's a man's job. Those are 3 things that women look for in a man. She didn't name a quality that a man will look for in a woman. At the end of the day, you're describing a man, and men don't want to date men.
Aisha Curry is a perfect example of how the whole culture has completely destroyed our minds. Somewhere along the way, we got convinced that being in the streets was freedom. That having a roster of men lusting after you was power. Aisha, Baby girl, let me hold your hand when I say this. That is not a flex. Because believe me when I say this, 99.99% of the men in your inbox, the men lusting after you, they don't want you for real. They just want a moment. They don't want a future. They just want access. We got women out here idolizing the city girl energy, all the while being lonely, broken, and emotionally drained. Y'all think attention equals affection. It doesn't. Y'all think validation equals value. It doesn't. The people outside want to be inside. The people inside want to be outside. And nobody's happy because everybody's chasing attention rather than peace.
And a lot of those women giving you that advice aren't even married. They would rather sit back and ruin your relationship, and then they'll be the first ones in line to say, oh, one man's trash is another man's treasure. If she didn't want him, I will. And all of the stuff that he was doing, that he was giving to her, they'll gladly take it. That's just the way they are. Losers. Modern women are losers. They'll sit up there and talk about stuff that they don't need to be speaking on, stuff that they don't know really honestly and truly anything about. Ruin your stuff and have you come out there with them. Y'all get into trouble together to where when you finally get done acting crazy, then you say, well, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go back to having a husband. Oh, shoot, my husband don't want me. Let me see if I can find somebody to take me and my 4 kids. Well, I'm Aisha Curry. Anybody would love to be with me. Unfortunately, that's correct in a way. I would love to be with you for a night or two as long as there's no commitment. And now you dragging around 4 kids trying to figure out who was going to love me. Well, you already had somebody. But the modern women told you to go through that little phase where you allow people to, basically pump and dump. And now you really don't have anything.
All right, this is a little bit controversial, but women's empowerment is hurting women and it's actually killing families, even if you don't have one yet. I've made millions. I even had a brand called Lady Boss, and I taught women how to win. And somewhere in the middle of it, I actually watched myself nearly lose everything that I was trying to protect. Listen, I get it. I grew up in survival mode, raised by a single mom who literally did it all. So I did what I was wired to do. I learned how to be a strong, independent, and very driven woman. I was a professional martial artist. I had magazine covers. We had very successful businesses, and we had influence. I've had it all. And frankly, I was proud of it. But here's the truth that no one actually told me. If you're not careful, you'll actually bring that survival mode into your marriage, into your parenting, into your home. And here's what I can promise you. It will literally drain the atmosphere of peace in your home. Here's what I didn't know. I had a really hard time learning how to stop leading and make space for my husband to rise. And then 1 Timothy 5:8 hit me. It says, any man who has not provided for his relatives, and especially his own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. And that's not just about money, it's about spiritual provision. It's about covering, about leadership and protection. Here I was, literally building a brand, teaching women how to be the boss, while my own home was suffocating. It was suffocating under the pressure of misalignment. I had to repent, I had to rebuild, and I had to let go of the version of empowerment that I was selling. It wasn't and never will produce the fruit that I want in the long run. And I know that I'm not alone. Some of you are strong, but I know you're secretly tired. You're smart, but you're completely out of order. You're praying for a husband and a peaceful home, but you're holding on to habits that are keeping both out of reach. So here's the challenge. I want you to look at your life through the lens of fruit and not sheer effort. Are you leading in your home the way that God designed you to? Or are you making space for the kind of man that you say you want to lead you? This not only can rob you of everything that you want in your life, it's also robbing your husband or your future husband of the calling on his life. And that's the same well that your children are going to drink from. So it becomes generational. So if you resonate with this, just know that you're not alone. Like, I didn't put on a sundress and start baking sourdough bread, and I'm not barefoot in the kitchen. I still have dreams, I still have goals, and my husband and I do things together. But I'm living proof that you can change this narrative, and I really believe that the next generation is dependent upon it.
Steph Curry ain't the only one. Akon's wife just filed for divorce. After 29 years, I'm telling you, it's an epidemic. The females are the highest rate of divorces in the world. They just like to go for the bag. And she was going for a big bag of $100 million. After extensive research, they found out that Akon only had $10,000 in his bank account. Good luck with the half. $5,000 is your subsequent prize for 29 years of that nigga dicking you down. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Keep your money in your mother's name. Smart move, Akon. Hope you're paying attention, Curry.
You don't think men were more masculine back then than they are now?
Men worldwide were more masculine because we didn't have feminism. But see, the problem is black women, your mother's generation and your grandmother's generation, they really failed you guys because they told you didn't need a man. Who raised these feminine, weak black men that you have a problem with? Who raised them? Who raised them? 80% of black children are born out of wedlock. Who raised them? Who?
We did.
Who's we?
My mom or whoever my grandparents did.
Black who?
Women.
Thank you. That's who raised them. You raised the very men you have a problem with. Black men are 51% childless, 64% in the middle class. And the problem keeps being that, well, the black men back there were stronger. Back then we had more of the law on our side and we actually had more of a community. What happened, if you want the truth, was when the Great Society came in and black women were given a choice between government assistance and your men, black women chose government assistance. As black male unemployment went down, black female welfare enrollment went up.
Somebody made a video the other day and they were talking about food stamps in general and how men had the audacity to be calling modern women out for taking food stamps and staying on food stamps, basically bumming off of the government. And their argument was, how terrible are you as a man that we would choose the government over you? How terrible are you as a partner that we would rather struggle? We would rather take food stamps than to be with you. And she thought she was cooking. She thought she was cooking with that. But you actually sound stupid. Most of y'all would take a handout over anything. Y'all would take a handout over your kids. Most of y'all, some of y'all, let me say it like that. Some of y'all are giving y'all's kids away. It's not necessarily that you're saying anything when the government comes in and they say, well, we're going to give you free money every month. You just got to get him out the way. Y'all would do it in a heartbeat. Some of y'all, without anybody offering anything, are saying, oh yeah, I would leave my man in a heartbeat. Let me ask you a question. If you had a hall pass with Chris Brown, would you take it? Oh yeah. He knows I would take it. He would just have to understand. Nothing on the line. Somebody random. You didn't even have a chance with Chris Brown. Somebody just asked you that question in front of your husband, and that's the answer that you said. If you had a chance to mess around with somebody for $2 million, they'll ask the man first, would you do it? Nah, man, I got a girl. I'm not doing that. That's too much. That's too risky. The woman came up, I think a couple of seconds later, asked the same question. Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Nobody even offered $2 million. Nobody said, okay, get the bag. Give it to her. $2 million. Let's test out that theory. Let's see if you're serious. Nobody had that available. In the absence of the money, she still told the truth. There was nothing that she could have gained from that. And she still said, yeah, given this circumstance and the situation, I would pick this over the man. That's what we're talking about. Y'all are out here picking wrong, doing the wrong thing. And then when the wrong thing comes back to bite you, you want to get mad and blame the man for not stepping up, when it was your fault that you're in that situation.
Oh, you got one of those little hats.
It's a bonnet, bitch. Oh, it's a bonnet. Sorry.
See, that's always the response I get. It's not, oh, kind sir, it happens to be a bonnet, not a hat. It's a bonnet, bitch. That's always the response.
Sorry, because it's just someone just had asked me, like, what the fuck is that on top of your head? Like, bro, if you don't know, then you're uncultured as fuck.
I'm uncultured if I don't know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will say I do like that it matches whatever you're wearing. It's a whole pink thing. It's nice. I mean, you at least put effort into it.
I love pink.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off, white boy. Don't piss me off.
What do you mean? Dude, it's insane.
But when you wake up one day and you realize that everything that you thought, that you have been propagandized in the school system, you've been told that this is true forever, that you're justified in every feeling that you ever had, and one day you realize that the exact opposite is true, because that's pretty much how it happened. I basically just went flip. You do go through a period of cognitive dissonance. Like, you actually start to wonder if you're crazy. Like, oh my, how could this possibly, like, what do you mean the Democrats aren't here to rescue? What do you mean those racist Republicans could actually be trying to help? Like, that's a lot to go through emotionally. And it's going to immediately impact your relationships, right? Because you're coming from, all your friendships have this viewpoint, your family members have this viewpoint. So to go through this period of cognitive dissonance, you have to first think you're crazy.
Are you a feminist?
No.
So you're misogynistic?
Well, how does that, what do you mean?
Do you know the definition of feminism?
You tell me your definition and I'll give you mine.
The advocacy of women's rights and equal rights between genders.
Well, I disagree with your definition, but I'll give you two. The first definition of feminism that I would give is women's advocacy, period. Feminism absolutely is never about equality.
Why is it not?
Feminists never really advocate for men. Feminists dismiss, downplay, omit ways in which men could conceivably have things worse. I think men and women each respectively have their own difficulties and struggles in life.
100%.
Right, but feminists actually refuse to acknowledge them because it would completely dismantle and crumble the fantasy of what they've attempted to construct as women victims, women oppressed, men perpetrators, men predators, men oppressors. If there was a scenario where achieving equality came to the detriment of women, feminists wouldn't fight for it.
Question specifically for the men. What would you think about the age of consent being raised to 25 instead of 18? Because 25 is when the brain fully forms. What are your thoughts on that?
What do we think? Well, we're all for it, but with a couple of misunderstandings. Because if you're going to make the argument that women are not mature enough to give consent until they're 25, then you're also going to have to agree that that should apply in other areas as well. For example, first off, if you're not adult enough to give consent until you're 25, then you'd also have to agree that the drinking and smoking age needs to be raised to 25 for women. Oh, and all those tattoos and septum piercings? Yeah, they're going to have to wait on them too. And since you're not mature enough to give consent, you're also not mature enough to make decisions over your own health or body, which means no more sex change operations or boob jobs until you're 25 either. Not to mention, if your brain isn't fully developed, then you shouldn't be allowed to enter into contracts until you're 25. So that means no loans, no mortgages, no rental agreements, no credit cards, and no getting married. I mean, the list on that one is endless, so good luck being strong and independent. See, y'all didn't think this through before you started making this argument, did you? Which, funnily enough, proves your point, doesn't it? I mean, we all know you want to cherry pick where maturity begins and ends to suit your demonization and hatred of men, which is why you actually do want to raise the age of consent to 25 for sex, but not anything else. Because the real reason you want to do it is so you can have more men sent to prison for R or SA. Because again, you like to cherry pick, which is why you also believe that only women have to give consent, never men, or even young boys. It's why y'all never hold those female teachers, the ones who are molesting their young male students, accountable. Because in your mind, those boys, even one as young as 8 years old, wanted it, and thus, wait for it, consented. So sure, go ahead. Let's raise the age of consent to 25 for women. But understand, if your argument is because your brain isn't developed enough yet to give it till then, it's going to have to apply everywhere, not just to the certain things that fit your feels.
And I don't even know where this question came from, because why would I care if they raise the age of consent? What y'all are actually trying to do is make it seem like men are out here preying on women. Well, if we raised it to 25, what would you think? I think it was great. Fantastic. Doesn't make any difference. I mean, even at 25, she's still going to be pretty. I don't get it. Y'all do so much work on the back end and the front end to try to demonize men and try to put men in a gut. Now, see, I told you, you was a predator. No, I'm not. If you put it at 20, whatever you put it at, you put it at 25, fine. Y'all don't give men credit for knowing right from wrong. Stop being weird.
It took me 10 years to realize this, but I'll break it down in 10 seconds. If you give a woman a perfect relationship, she'll torch it herself. Not because she wants to lose you, but because peace feels like suffocating to her. She'll circle all the order in your life like a kamikaze pilot. If there's no storm, she wants to create it because women crave chaos like men crave peace.
To the ladies in a relationship, you ever like, damn, I would never put up with my bullshit. Like if the tables were turned and he had the mood swings I have, I'd be like, you need to seek help. Instead, I'm at home like, you're so lucky to have me.
When you get to 40 and 50 and 60 and you're my age, I'll be 49 next month, you're not asking questions like, where did it go wrong? I'm telling you where it's going to go wrong, because the man that you want is not going to negotiate with you. So that's why you have to choose wisely. And that's why I say, ladies, do not waste your time, because you don't have time to waste. What Kevin said when asking these women, what did your mother teach you to do for a man? He said, it's to learn how to work with and for a man. So I am a woman of faith. I don't really talk about it, but even if you don't believe in the scripture, pick any book, pick any story, pick any religion. The man comes before the woman, and the woman is a helpmate. She is a support system. She makes life easier for him. She makes life more comfortable for him. She helps him achieve his goals.
Where are the passport bros? I was waiting for y'all to come back with wedding rings, show off the beautiful women that you found. And because there was quite a few of y'all that was on this app talking junk, but I haven't seen none of that. I mean, you were so quick to boast about finding a woman that wasn't American. Well, what's that? Where are the wedding photos?
It's too many. They won't even stop. Apologize. I apologize. I'm saying, she asked, so we had to provide. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. The biggest, they've been tuning in.
My throat go.
What would you rate your head game 1 to 10?
Honestly, that's the one thing I'm the most confident in. It's a 13.
Honestly, I'd never thought of this till now, but one of the most telltale signs that you're talking to just an absolute fucking demon hoe, vocal fry. That's how you know they're out at the bar fucking yelling and shit too many days out of the week. And she even admitted it. She's out here, I'm a throat goat. No, you're just daddy's disappointment. Imagine you're a father and your daughter says, the one thing I'm most confident in is sucking dick. I actually don't think there's more of a metric that you failed as a father.
This is why so many men feel criticized in marriage. Check this out.
I completely demasculated him. Nothing he did was ever good enough for me. I wanted it done my way. I wanted him to do it my way.
So what this woman is acknowledging is what we call moralizing preferences. She had a certain thought process or standard on how certain things should be done or handled within the relationship, and she made it right, and thus she made him wrong. So why do women so often make their way right and make their spouse wrong? Because we moralize our preferences. We assume that because this is what makes sense to me, this is what should obviously make sense to you.
I hear what she's saying, but it's way deeper than that. It goes all the way back to Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve sinned, the fall of man. God comes, he curses Adam, he curses Eve. And to Eve, he says, your desire will be to control him, or your desire will be for him. The literal translation in Hebrew is to control him. So ever since the garden, a default for a woman when she gets her man is to try to control the scenario instead of trust him in his position as leadership. When a man gets a ring on a finger, his default is typically to revert back, conquer something more, to go on to the next thing. He's won his wife, he's got the ring. Her, on the other hand, when she gets the ring, she tries to fix the man she married who had a whole lot of potential if she could just fix him. It goes back to the curse from God on Adam and Eve specifically to control, which is why we tell women to submit to your husband. Submission is not a doormat. Submission is an attitude that says, I'm going to compel you to lead. I'm going to move you into leadership. I'm going to call you up into a leadership role. So a woman is called to submit or have an attitude of submission, where men are called to the action of sacrifice and service. So when he's acting in love through agape and service of his wife, and she is acting in trust by being submissive, and I'm not saying doormat, I'm saying submissiveness is a military term that talks about hierarchy. So she's under him, pushing him up to the next level. She's not sitting there under him like a doormat. I agree with what she's saying. Her response goes back to human reason, and we're talking about the Bible. So we've got to go one step further back.
I remember one woman saying that and this is her words, not mine. When I start being quiet, when I decided to be quiet, then and stop second guessing my husband, then our lives got a lot better. I took basically my opinion out of his business, his literal business, and he started thriving. He started making decisions. He started growing the business, and now I'm happier for it. My family's happier for it, all because I decided to take a step back and be quiet. And that translates into all because I decided to step back and stop trying to control his every move. Like you said, does that mean that you're quiet? You don't have a voice? That you don't say anything? No, it just means that just because he isn't doing it your way, that doesn't mean that he isn't doing it right.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway.
This is exactly why men keep first dates cheap. Because y'all so quick to expose yourself. And baby, the way that attitude was, Subway was actually too fancy for your ass.
See what your true character was.
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown fucking place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer. I thought we were gonna go to Red Lobster, get margaritas.
Girl, taking a shower is not an Olympic sport. That is hygiene. Don't brag about no goddamn basics.
Do something other than this. And you use the app.
I'm sorry, honey. I just did not have high...
You live by yourself?
Yes, I do.
And where do you work?
Papa John's.
That makes sense of why we would come here. Let me guess, you're a delivery driver?
Yes.
Pitiful.
Don't ever clown that man for feeding himself. When your ass came starving for Red Lobster on his dime.
How old are you again?
I'm 22.
And you wanted to date me?
Yes.
You know, I don't think you should be worried about dating. I think you should be worried about your light bill. Because clearly you couldn't take me somewhere nicer, so I'm not interested.
Well, sucks for you.
Really work at fucking Papa John's.
Because I would have given you anything you wanted.
But a date's a Subway, huh?
Acting bougie over a $10 date when your biggest flex is taking a shower? Girl, be effing for real.
Well, that really proves to me how much you wanted me and how much you valued my time.
I wanted to get to know you. Why does it matter where I take you? I don't have to take you to a steakhouse just to get to know you.
First dates are interviews, not promotions. He brought you to Subway to see your character. The places shouldn't even matter. The person should.
No more running. Okay, what can you do? What value do you
I
have?
believe you're trying to hit on us right now. I really believe that all of you are trying to hit on us in some weird way. If you're not, then walk away. The conversation's not going nowhere. Do you want my Instagram? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Wait till she sees this clip and sees how many followers I have and recognize I do this for a living. And she's saying, no, because I'm talking about hair. You changed the whole topic.
All right, let's just go back to hair. I don't think we should even talk about it anymore. You
So,
just,
so you tell her what to do now too?
if you want to talk to him about it, you talk to him
I was
about
just
it.
interested in what he had to say because I
What
don't
do
know.
you-
That's just something I wasn't expecting to hear today. So I'm just curious.
What the fuck you putting your hand at for?
Can you let her speak? Do you not respect your friend?
Do you even go here?
I'm not trying to break up your relationship, but this is not a good friend to have because you're not even letting her talk.
Because you're berating people.
No, you keep berating us. She's talking. Be quiet while she's talking.
I am single because I need a transactional relationship.
The reason why I don't have a boyfriend is because I need a transactional relationship and not the kind where he puts his Amex down and then I put out when we get home. I'm talking about, I'm going to invite you over to play Nintendo Switch on my TV. I will provide the beer and we could even make slime the next morning if you're down. And in exchange, you hang the ceiling lamp that I bought from Home Depot yesterday and I need my faucets replaced in my bathroom because I can't fucking do it on my own. And I have 6 to 7 heavy boxes that I need carried up the stairs. And maybe when you're done with all that, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
She fucking braids on bestie. The fuck? Don't, by the way, guys, please don't ever do that. Because she's literally using you. She wants you to do all the hard stuff for nothing. It's crazy. With a fucking smile on her face. As if she thinks it's cute.
That's most modern women. They want you to feel like you're doing it because you love them. Like, do it all out of love. Continue to slave away from me for the rest of your life, all out of love, pure love, without getting anything in return. Who wants to do that? That's a one-sided relationship. Modern women think that men are excited. They think that men are happy to not get a reward. I mean, even from children, even from elementary age, we're teaching children within reason, if you do this, this is what's going to come to you. If you get this done, let me work with you. If you get this done, then this is what you'll get. I'll give you $1. If you get this done, then you get to play the game for 5 more minutes. But all of a sudden, when a man grows up, he gets nothing. He just, you're supposed to be doing that. All of it. Each and everything. But me, as a woman, I get presents just for existing. The more and more I grow, because y'all are learning these concepts, I think, at a young age. Say please, say thank you, don't go here, do this, act like this. And the more y'all grow up, the less you do. The more y'all mature, quote unquote, the more y'all put down. Oh, I used to do this, I don't do that no more. I used to cook, I don't do that no more. I used to clean, I don't do that no more. I used to do this for my man and that for a man, I don't do that no more. All the while, he's adding things that he's doing for you. You're taking away from things that you're doing for him.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are you looking to gain with this podcast? What's the purpose? Like, what drove you to be like, hey, I want to do this?
One, the main goal and the purpose of the show, if we can make a distinction, right, between good and bad, if we can make a distinction between men and women, it would get people closer to the truth because God made the world off of distinctions. You got dark, you got light. You got bad, you got good. You got right, you got wrong. You got truth, you got lies. You got men, you got women. And currently right now in 2025, these distinctions are being diluted and conflated and twisted and inverted, where men now don't know their duties. They're more effeminate. Women are more masculine, more non-compliant. They think that they're equal to a man. So we no longer have these distinctions. And if you don't have a distinction, you think people are the same, it creates chaos and destruction. So this podcast is to wake people up to the differences of men and women. And actually, by pointing it out, is to get people closer to God. because God created these distinctions.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's up to us to adhere to these distinctions. Yeah.
I didn't do nothing then, bro. I just trying to go to work, bro. I didn't even put my hand. She ain't got no bruises or nothing, but she gonna say more and more because she mad and I'm trying to go, though. And then I can show you the recording, because now her son about to say I've been putting my hands on him and stuff, but I haven't.
Isaiah?
Yeah, he gonna say that because she gonna tell him to say. So I was recording too because she broke my phone. Not my phone, not my hand. See? When I was recording, hold on. Because I just don't want to go to jail. I don't want...
You can record it, because this one's my phone. My phone, and I'll show him in my settings that's my phone. It says
What happened to the top of the
He
door?
took my phone.
That being broke.
Yup, he took my phone.
Top of the door being broke. From the last time, remember when you was there and all that, the thing happened? It still never got fixed. It just had a crack on my shit.
That's not surprising.
Say yeah, yes he did. Yes he did. You scared to tell. You scared to tell. Because all you do is start in my kids. All you do is start in my... Yeah. I don't care, so you're not going to work. You're going to be broke for the rest of your life. You got no car. Stop touching my shit! Help!
Yeah, I'm doing it. I just trying to...
Do you have a purse?
Oh, what purse I got? I'm trying to go to work. Of course. I don't have a purse. I got my work stuff. All my work stuff. I'm going to go to jail.
Hey,
What you doing?
we got a phone call.
No. Please don't do this.
You called and he called.
No, yes, because my car, I need help with my car, sir. And when I was getting my stuff out the house, my car won't start. Like it's locked.
Did anything happen between you and him?
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened, I swear.
Here's a bad thing. You're going to be placed under arrest.
Why?
For simple battery.
What do you mean simple battery, sir?
Domestic.
What do you mean domestic? Can I call?
It was on video.
Can I call? I got video too, though. I can show y'all.
You said nothing happened.
No, can I call my mom? Can I call my kids? My kids. Really? Y'all gonna do me like this? Can I get my phone, y'all? Can I get my phone? Can I get my phone? Hey, Siri. First, let me call my baby daddy, please. Hey, Siri. Call my forever. After this, can I call my mom? He need to get the keys in the car. Mommy. They're locking me up. Because Zoe said I did simple battery to him, Mommy. You gotta come get the kids in the car, Mommy. Today, Mommy, I'm in the police car now. Please come get me. You're gonna come get me out of jail?
What about the kids?
Mommy, you gotta come get the kids, Mommy. Babe, come here. My mom is on the phone. How you gonna show him a video of me when I didn't even show him shit? How you gonna do that to my mom? I'm not getting out, they said.
Okay.
I'm not getting out of jail.
So situations like this is exactly why a lot of men are saying they don't want to be stepdads. I'm going through the comments and they're like, don't be a stepdad because you get into a situation like this. But the most important thing you need to know about a situation where a woman is getting violent with you is you need to make sure that you record, because if you don't record, it's going to be her word and maybe her children's word against you too. So always keep that camera rolling.
Have men ever thought about telling you how they feel while it's happening?
There is nothing we would love more than to be able to do that. But have women ever realized how they respond to men when that happens? Let me show you a prime example.
What is the most painful thing anyone has ever said to you?
It was definitely what my ex said after we had our closure moment. She said that I was the person that got her out of her depression and got her outside. And then the moment that she realized she had to do that for me, she couldn't, and so she left me. I was in a very dark place. I had a lot of people dying at that time.
The moment this man opened up to her and explained to her how he was struggling because he was having deaths in his family, and how now the same way that he helped her get through her mess, he was in need of her to help him work through his. And she showed him why he should have never done that. For any of the ladies watching, you think this is a one-off? Go ahead and read the comments of this video. Any of the men who have experienced anything like this, please tell us about it. If your man is not opening up to you, it's because you have taught him it's not safe to. I know this is very hard for some ladies to comprehend, but maybe you should take some accountability in this one. Show some empathy for a man when he's struggling, instead of weaponizing it against him.
I'm really frustrated right now because the man I want, I would never date. I would never date, never in a million years. I would never date. And the man that I would date couldn't come correct.
Every day y'all get up on here on LeBron's internet and just say nonsense. This almost seems like an exclusively woman problem. This is almost, I'm pretty sure, an exclusively woman problem. You're saying that the man that you want to date, you would never date. Oh, let's play that back again.
Because the man I want, I would never date. And the man that I would date couldn't couldn't come correct.
Now, I could be wrong. What I'm hearing is the man that you want, your actual type, doesn't do the things that he's supposed to do, right? He's not good for you. And the man that you know is good for you, he just couldn't cut it. I don't think y'all like to be happy. I don't think happiness is actually something you're looking to attain, because the man that you know isn't good for you, for some reason in your mind, you still say, I want that man. He's not good for me, I want him. But then you got a man over here that you know would treat you right, but he don't act like the man that doesn't treat you right, so you don't want him. So, putting all that together, what is the common denominator in this issue? It's you. You're the problem. It's not them. The man that's not treating you right isn't the problem, and the man that is treating you right isn't the problem. It's you. You need to heal, because I know how I would smack my homeboy if he was talking about, bro, like, this one girl, she do everything wrong, but I want her so bad. And I got this other girl over here that treats me right. She makes me food. She makes sure everything I got is in order, but she just don't do it for me. All the men collectively in the group chat will look at him like, what? What did you just say?
Some of these ladies want to be bopped upside their head. They want to be thrown out a window. They want to be thrown out the car. They want to be fed dog poop. Any treacherous situation that you can put them through, if you're cute enough, unfortunately, it seems like you can get away with it. I know I'm probably exaggerating, but that's what it seems like a lot of times.
So the ladies' favorite word for men today are narcissist. Narcissist is the trending word. No matter what the argument is, the men are narcissists. So I, being the investigative content creator that I am, baby, I went and looked up the word narcissist because I wanted to get a true definition. And I seen this image pop up. Behaviors of a narcissist. Lack of empathy for others. Has a strong desire for attention and admiration from others. Consistently has problematic relationships and has inflated sense of self-worth or importance. Wait a minute now. Isn't it always the women online complaining about how none of their relationships are working because it's the men? But the men be in relationships sometimes and they be happy, but y'all don't. That sounds like constantly being in problematic relationships. And then the overinflated self-worth. Everybody's a 10. Nobody's average because I'm a 10, right? And then on the other side, not having empathy for others. Girl, I'm going to do what I want to do because this is my life to live. It don't matter if it hurt him. F them kids. Y'all see strangers struggling and don't care. Right? And it is mostly women that be online half naked, acting a fool for what? Likes and views or admiration and attention. If the men are narcissists, how is it that the ladies are fitting these descriptive words so well? Why is it that these behaviors are found in so many women if the men are the narcissists? I'm trying to figure it out.
Things my boyfriend has done that would send any average man into a coma.
I'm gonna tell you like I told you before. Happy people don't spend no time trying to prove that they're happy. Viewer discretion is advised.
He moved across the country to be with me from Washington State to Florida. I flew, but he drove his car and made it in 4 days. He works 80 to 90 hours every other week, and on a normal week, he works 36, and I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend. He pays all my rent, and when I head out to buy groceries or coffee or any food, he sends me money, and if it's not enough, he'll send me more. Whenever we're using my car and he notices that my gas is half or less, he'll fill up the tank, and he'll stop by the stores after a 12-hour day of work without being asked just to pick up flowers and my favorite snacks before coming home to me. He pays for 100% of the dates, and even when I don't feel like cooking, even though I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, he's super quick to suggest eating out. And he's also the most patient person I've ever met. I can complain to him about everything multiple times, and he'll still listen, and he'll find my solution, or he'll just hear me out.
And then you woke the fuck up. Yep, you woke up. It was a dream. It was a dream. We all know that's a fucking dream. Niggas like that don't exist. And if they do, make him make a video on your profile confirming everything that you said. By the way, that whole drive from Washington State to Florida in 4 days, I highly doubt it, unless he does long distance driving on a regular. But I doubt that he does. The average person is not making that in 4 days. It's not gonna fucking happen. Maybe 5 to 7. Before, now you pushing it. And if we're being completely honest, where you really lost me is where you said that he works 80 to 90 hours a week. What the fuck? What kind of work schedule is that? How does he have time for anything else if he's not fucking exhausted? He's working 12-hour days according to you. He's stopping by the store to pick up flowers and your favorite snacks. He's driving fucking from end to end of the states. What? And he has time to go on dates? He has time to spend with you, talk to you, hear about your bullshit, and you're a stay-at-home girlfriend? Get the fuck out of here. So on behalf of everyone, we don't fucking believe that this guy that you're talking about is actually fucking real. I know y'all like to live in delusional land, but that nigga don't fucking exist. No one's gonna live like that. But you know how much work that is for one person to obtain? Meanwhile, you're not doing shit to help them? Come on, bro. He's gonna crash the fuck out in no time if he actually fucking exists. Hey, but you know what? Don't allow me to rain on your parade. Manifest away, sis. Do your motherfucking thing. And just like any other video, you ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep it change.
If you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? Sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. I need you to come and fight for me. Keep me safe from myself so much that I don't get to attack myself.
She said we gotta help her from fighting herself. So if you don't know what's wrong with you, how am I supposed to help you? Women need to wake up and at least hold themselves accountable. This experience that they speak of, that you're gonna just make them feel so magical when they don't know what's wrong with them, that you have to go find out what it is. So they're gonna blame you for everything. They want to be respected as adults but treated like children.
Let's just talk about your cookies. They're getting older and they've been used.
That don't mean nothing.
You're right, they don't.
Oh, you are ornery. You are
No, I'm honest. I'm honest, ma'am. Ma'am, what you're saying is, I'm going out to the market and I'm going to require the next man to pay more than the other guys.
Let's be realistic, Samuel. It's about value.
Yeah, and your value is low.
Oh, wow. And how do you know that? You're not
Because
sure
you're 5'4" and 200 pounds.
Okay.
And 37 years old with 2 kids. That's how I know. In Kentucky.
Okay, that's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You never seen my body before, so you just
I don't have to see your body. I know you're 5'4" and almost 200 pounds with 2 kids in Kentucky. And I see your picture. And I'm listening to how you talk. And I'm listening to your energy. I'm listening to your relationships. See, what it is, you ladies don't like when somebody is this direct with you. Honest. I got no dog in this fight. What am I getting out of this?
Nothing.
So why do I have to lie?
You don't. And like I said, I have tough skin, so it doesn't, you know.
Ma'am, I ask you, what product on the market increases in value with age and use? Nothing. You're older, you're used, and your value is lower than it was when you were 25 with no kids, than when you was with 20 before you had your first child. That's when your value was the highest, before you had a child. And you're talking about celibacy until marriage as if somebody has to treat you like a virgin. I don't know why you ladies think you can be celibate with 2 kids out here.